Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Just want to start off by saying a massive thank you for reaching 100 subscribers. I think I'm now on 119, and I'm so grateful for all of my subscribers and all the people who are liking and commenting on my videos as well. Even if you're just watching it, that means a lot to me anyway. So thank you as well to all the viewers. My first video is nearly at 1,000 views already, which is mad. So in today's video I'm going to do another makeup look using the James Charles palette. So I'm just going to get straight into it, and I will probably do one eye and then come back and do the other eye, just so I know exactly what I'm doing. And yeah, so we'll start off with eyebrows. Well, my first video there was no eyebrows in there because it didn't work. So for my eyebrows I am going to be using the Primark 3-in-1 pencil. I just start off with drawing the front first and feathering it out with light brush strokes. I'm sorry, I would usually talk while I'm doing this, but I've got to concentrate while I do my eyebrows. I'm so sorry if I sound like a man. I've got a bit of a cold at the moment. So that's the eyebrows done, and I'm just going to go in and carve them using the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define concealer. I'm just using a flat brush. I'm not quite sure what brand this is. I've had it for ages. It probably needs a wash, but oh well. So, just finished Luther on Netflix, and I don't know what else to watch because I've watched literally everything. And every single time I start a new series, I have to finish it. I don't care whether I like it or not. I literally have to finish it. And at the moment, I've just started the Ted Bundy forensic file things, or whatever it is. I don't know what it is. The Ted Bundy one. And I cannot get into it. I've watched episode 1 twice, and I'm now finding it on episode 2, but I still cannot get into it. Like, I'm trying my hardest, but I just end up going on my phone, and it's just not good. I've even tried watching it at night when there's like no one on my phone that I'm like speaking to or that's like active, so, but that doesn't work. I just managed to scroll through something. Oh, it's just so annoying, but that's the kind of thing that I'm into. So if anyone's got any suggestions, then let me know. I've watched literally everything. I've watched Sex Education, I've watched You, I've watched 30 Reasons Why, I've watched Prison Break, I've watched Gossip Girl, I've half watched Vampire Diaries. Like, my mum and my sister watch Vampire Diaries together, and I would just occasionally just watch it with them. So I can't watch that because I know exactly what happens. Like, even though I don't actually know what's going on throughout the whole thing, I know what happens at the end because I ended up watching the end episode with them. I actually cried. I didn't even watch this program with them, just every now and then I watched it, and I cried watching the end program, like the end episode. I was like, oh my god, what is wrong with me? But me, on the other hand, I don't know what to watch. My mum, to be fair, watched Luther with me, but she'd already watched it, like, when they came out, so she knew exactly what had happened in all of them, but she was honestly the worst. It got to, like, the end episode, and she told me something that happened in the new series that I haven't actually watched. I've not watched the first series because it's not actually on Netflix, it's just on BBC Play or whatever. I was like, I can't believe you just did that to me. So now that I've done that, I'd usually put a thicker layer on of that, but my eyes are quite dry, so I don't want to clump it up with concealer because then the eyeshadow won't blend. Like, oh, I just love this day. I love these days where you get to use a brand new one. I think this is new as well, like a new shape, because I don't know, it just looks different. Like, it looks a lot pointier. Or is that just because I'm used to a blunt gross one? Let's compare. Where is it? Oh, I left it in the bathroom. I do have this really old one, but that is gross. Look at that. I'm just trying shit now. Right. So, I'm going to go off camera, do the first eye, and then I'll come back and I'll do the second eye. So, 45 minutes later, literally about seconds for you, 2 seconds for you, I'm done. This is the eye look that I'm going to recreate on this eye and show you how I did it. And I am wearing Holly Boone lashes in the style, I think they're a bit of me. Yes, in the style a bit of me. So, I'll show you, let's just crack on. So, I'm going to start off using the shade Playground, and I'm going to pack it into the lid. Going above my crease. So there I've just packed on Playground just completely, and then I'm going to go in with a Realty shading brush, just top off the excess colour, and I'm going in with the shade Brother, and this shade is going right on top of the shade Playground. And as I'm doing it, I am almost like buffing it out at the same time. Just to get a seamless blend between the two colours. And now with obviously the same brush, same colour, I'm going to blend it out a little bit more. Just so the colour diffuses nicely. Now both my eye shapes are different, so it doesn't matter what kind of look I do, they always look different shapes on my eyes, which is really annoying. And because my eye shapes are so different, my eyebrows are different as well. Like, I know the whole thing like they're sisters not twins, but mine take the piss a bit, not gonna lie. And there we go, I've just blended it out, and I'm just gonna take another dense, this is a crease brush, I'm not quite sure what brand it is, it's rubbed off. I'm just gonna make sure that that's buffed out nicely. There we go. This eye is so much easier to blend than this eye, hence why I did this one off camera, and I'll do this one because it will literally take me 1/3 of the time, not even a joke. Like, that is no lie. So once I've done that, I'm going to put some concealer onto the back of my hand, and we're going to cut the crease into this nice cloud shape using the same brush I used to carve my eyebrows out. It's got a bit blue now, so, well, actually it's green, so I'm going to have to clean that obviously before I do another makeup look. So I'm going to start in the inner corner, and I'm going to try and match it as best as I can to the other side, obviously. Right, so here we've got that cut out actually quite well. I'm just going to go back in with some more colour. So I'm just packing on that white colour, focusing on the tip of the cloud mostly, because we're going to go in with a nice blue shade, the same blue shade we used on the lid with that. And then I'm going to take the same brush I used to pack on the shade Playground, and without putting any more pigment on it because it's still got pigment on, I'm just going to brush along the top of my lash line. So once I've done that, I'm going to go in with a very flat brush, and I've lost it. No, I haven't. No, with a very flat brush. I actually used to use this to carve out my eyebrows, but it's now really good for the shimmer shades in this palette. And it's just a detailer brush by Real Techniques. And I'm going to get the shade Hello, which is a beautiful blue shade, and it's going in the corner of my eye and over the top of that colour just there, just slightly, and I'm going to fill in that cloud a little bit with that shade, and that's just going over the top, not a lot. We want to keep that playground colour prominent for the whole thing. And then after that, I'm going to get a brush from a Morphe brush. This is an angle brush. I'm using the shade Cola to just deepen the lash line. Not loads and not hugely, it's just so that get that nice blended out look. So once I've done that, I've just done a few little dots. I'm gonna take my gems, use some tweezers and a little bit of eyelash glue, but actually before I start that, I'm going to put glue onto my eyelash so it can dry a little bit. Tiny bit of concealer just under the eye so that I can do my under eye. Shouted at my sister now like 5 times and she just hasn't stopped singing. It's too weird. Honestly, these are my favourite lashes I've ever got. They're so pretty, I actually love them. Oh, I love them so much. So that's the end of the eye look. And now let's just do the rest of my face quickly. Blend that in. My brand new beauty blender. I love using a brand new beauty blender. Literally my favourite thing. So I've just realised while I did my foundation you were still zoomed in, so I've just zoomed back out, and now I'm going to conceal. I'm not going to go crazy with this concealer because I don't really need to. And then once I've done that, I'm going to go in with the same pressed powder. It's literally nearly all gone. Where's my brush? Why do I lose everything? No. I'm going to use a Real Techniques brush just to set my face. I literally barely use any of this. It's just to set the places that need setting. I'm going to go in with my Nip and Fab palette. I'm going to go with the browner shade today. Just because I'm not actually going anywhere. And then I'm going to dip in to the shimmery shade, just to add a bit of shimmer to my face. And then what everyone missed for my first makeup video is blush, highlight, the rest of it. So I'm going to go in with the James Charles palette again, and I'm using the shade Literally, and I use this because he does and it's absolutely amazing. I love it so much. And I'm using the biggest ever fluffy brush. It's a Real Techniques. I think it's a powder brush actually, but it's so peng. I'm going to use that, and I'm just going to go upwards my cheeks and bring it up in towards my hairline. I'm going to bring it across the top of my nose. And then I'm going to take a big fat fan brush. I'm going to use the MAC Soft and Gentle highlighter. I'm just going to highlight the tips of my cheekbones. And then lipstick, I'm just going to put a nice nude gloss on. This is the Soap and Glory Sexy Mother Pucker gloss stick, and let's put this on really quick. Lipstick on. So there you have the finished look. I'm just going to brush my hair a bit because it's a bit rutty. Where the hell is my brush? I don't know the first place I look for my hairbrush is on the floor. Because it is on the floor. That is the finished look, using the Honey Boon eyelashes in the style A Bit of Me and using the James Charles palette. So please give this video a like if you like it, comment if you want to comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Go and watch a couple of my other videos as well if you want to. So thank you very, very much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.